Hey friends, you are with Kim Byers at the Celebration Shop, and today I'm going to teach you how to use transfer tape. So transfer tape is something you use with all your vinyl projects. So when you're placing vinyl on a mug, for instance, and I have a video all about that, make sure you hop over and check it out. And if you want to use it on, placing vinyl on a wall or placing vinyl on anything, transfer tape is the only way to do it. As a matter of fact, I would never even attempt to use vinyl without transfer tape. There is no way to get it perfect without transfer tape. It's a simple thing, but it will make your crafting life so much easier. So let's hop over to the craft table and I'll show you how to do it. So transfer tape is actually very simple to use. I've got a couple things on the table. I have a clipboard. I have a design that I've already cut out that I want to apply to the clipboard. I have my transfer tape and I've cut it out the size of my design. I have the scraping tool because I'm going to use it to put the design down or make sure that the transfer tape has really adhered to the entire design. And then I have a ruler because I want everything to be centered on my clipboard. Okay. Let's peel our transfer tape away from its backer, and you can leave it on a little bit so that it doesn't stick to other things, especially when you're using large pieces. And the other thing is, guys, I'm making 4 of these and these clipboards, and I will use the same transfer tape for all 4 of them. So you can reuse this. I reuse it sometimes 3, 4, maybe even 5, depending on what I'm doing. So don't toss it just because you've used it once. Okay, so you have these grids. Line them up on something straight if you can, if your design has a straight element. Okay, and it's really important to make sure that the beginning of your transfer tape is straight and flush and doesn't have any bubbles. You don't want any bubbles. And then what you can do is you take your scraping tool and you sort of work from one side and slowly pulling the transfer tape out of the way and use the scraping tool. Now this design has a lot of letters on it. So once I get the transfer tape in place, I'm going to go back over each letter, like in between the letters, so that it will pick up the design really easily. So you just keep doing that all the way down until it comes off. And you can see I've used this transfer tape before. So, okay, so then we just go in between the letters, try to do your very best to make it adhere to every element. And then what you want to do when you pick this up, you always want to pull it away at an angle. You always want to take your transfer tape off at an angle and go slow. Let this be a slow process, so if something gets left behind, you can easily pick it up without missing anything and then it getting kind of off center. And mine is sticking a little bit too. Okay, here we go. And it's really that simple. And the grids are really great because they can make sure that you're getting things centered the way that you want them to be. So you take your ruler and just make sure that you know where your center point is. And this design is almost as long as my clipboard, but what I would say if it's not, measure each side, making sure that you're getting things centered like you want them to be. And you see what just happened? It adhered to my ruler, which that would be a don't, right? So try to adhere at one end and then slowly use your tool and place your design in place. Just the same, it's the reverse of basically how you got it onto the transfer tape. And these clipboards, if you guys cared, these are for my sons. They both run cross country. And these are for their coaches from this past season. And you guys wish me luck because I am getting all of my, my classes and things in so that I can help coach cross country this coming year. So, yeah. Actually, I think I'm just going to be like a wrangler of the middle schoolers. They're just being kind and calling me coach. These guys really know what they're doing. And I have so much to learn. Okay, and so you go in between each of the letters and each of the elements, and then you peel it off the same way that you put it on. You always go at an angle, and you go slow. And that way, if anything stays on the transfer tape, you have the time to get it where it needs to be before you get anything off center. See, and my L right there wanted to come up. So I'm just gonna take my tool, put it back down, and there we go. And it's really that simple to have perfect vinyl projects every single time. And it caught on my paper. Bummer. Okay, so see how perfect that ended up being though? Okay, so I told you it was really easy to use transfer tape. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope your crafts are going to be so much easier. Your vinyl crafts are going to be so much easier now. If you have a question about anything, leave me a comment down below, or if there's something else with Cricut that you're just dying to ask and you haven't been able to find the right answer, leave that in a comment down below too, and I'll do my best to work it into the video schedule, or if I could just answer it, immediately, I'll do that too. And I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and ring the bell and join me every week for new videos. I'll see you next time.